Good afternoon, guys.
Hey.
So today we are posting our second video, and we just want to get down to the basics today. We're going to answer some questions, and the first one being, what is a macro?
You know, you hear the word macro thrown around all over the internet. I'm a macro coach, follow your macros, and on and on and on. And so what does that even mean? What's a macro? Well, it's simple. A macro is a protein, a carb, and a fat. And each of those have a different caloric load, and protein being 4 calories per gram, same with carbs, and then fat being the highest at 9 calories per gram.
Yep, macros and calories go hand in hand. We hear a lot of people say, you know, I don't track macros, I count calories, or I know the macros, but I don't know what the calories are of that granola bar I'm eating. And calories are made up of macros. So if you can figure out what the macronutrients are on something, you're always going to be able to determine the calories on it. Mm-hmm. For instance, like on a box of Rice-A-Roni that we happen to have in the pantry. Do you remember the contents on that?
So the total calories were 190.
Per serving.
Per serving. And so there was 0.5 grams of fat, 41 carbs, and 5 protein. And so all you have to do is take your total protein, carbs, and fats, and then add those up to your calories. So there was 5 grams of protein, so you would times 5 by 4. And then there's 41 grams of carbs, so you times 41 times 4. And then there was 0.5 fat, so you would times 0.5 by 9. So you would take all of those totals and add them up, and that would be your total calories. So it's super simple. You don't even have to be good at math. I'm horrible at math, so it's an easy way to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, everybody forever, it was all about counting calories in order to diet. You gotta count calories, you have to count calories. Well, so why is counting macros more ideal? Well, that's because it's just gonna give you a better balance of those calories. You're gonna have way more energy, and it's gonna be way more sustainable that way, and you're not gonna be like one day super high carb, one day super low carb, or really low protein. It's just gonna make sure that those calories throughout the week are really even keeled. Mm-hmm. And so when our clients come to us, we're giving you a certain amount of macros, and then in turn, that's gonna naturally make up your caloric intake.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are like, where do I start? How do I know what I need to be eating in terms of macronutrients? And the best place to start is to start tracking your food, because you need to know what your current intake is in order to base off, in order to figure out what your future intake should be. Katie came up with a really good analogy. It's like working out, at the gym. And let's say you're a newbie and you came in and you saw that the workout was running a 6-minute mile and 300-pound deadlift. Yeah, that's the end result, but you're not going to just jump in and do that workout right away. You're going to have to work up to that point, and you have to know where you're starting in order to figure out how to get there. So same with your eating. How are you going to know where to start or where to go if you don't know what you're currently eating? So the best thing you can do right now is to start tracking your food. We recommend MyFitnessPal. We just are familiar with it. It has a huge database of food, but really any kind of app you want, it's going to allow you to look at your diet in the big picture and see where your calories are being distributed throughout your day.
And from there, reach out to us, get a coach, and then they can kind of help you create a plan moving forward on like where you should be even going from there. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that clears up what a macro is. If you guys have any more questions, obviously just comment below, send us a message, and we're happy to, go more in depth with you.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.